Hello everyone, welcome to Crypto Explorer, the channel where we venture through the DeFi space and look for those shiny gems. So today it's another Karma vs Zombie video that I have for you, and you might have watched the previous one I did, and if you did so, I already apologize for the sound issues that you encountered. They were rather annoying, and that's the main reason why I'm doing this video today. And so let me just jump into it. There's a lot to talk about regarding how the game plays, what you can do, the strategies that you should apply, and the basic rules. So let's get into it. I'm gonna tap map, and inside map I'm gonna go to the last stage I was in, having some tough opponents. Okay, let's start. And let me just tell you that I still play with a free team. I only have evolved them as far as I could, and also did the ascend option, which is a sort of also leveling up, but I'll leave that to explain in another video. Let's focus on gameplay. There's a lot to talk about. So first things first, this is the game screen when you are playing on your mobile app. This is how the game looks. In the middle you have the tile board, which where the main action goes in, and in the lower side of the screen there is your team characters. All the elements of your team are there, and if you do take a closer look, notice how in the background of each character card there is a color. So from left to right we have orange, red, blue, green, and last but not least purple. Okay, in the top side of the screen there is the opponent's team. This team is all compromised by zombies, which is the regular enemy in this game, because that's why it's KarmaverseZombie, right? So each character, I just told you the color, each character on my team has a specific color. The same will happen to you. And the enemies will also have their own colors. In this case, they are all blue enemies. How do I know that? Well, take a look at the bottom of their feet. There's this blue crosshair. It's blue with every single one of them. So it means they are all blue, alright? Why am I focusing on colors that much? Because colors are the main aspect of this game. You need to see them, you need to understand how they play out with each other, which dynamics are present when playing with the colors, right? So now take a closer look to the top left corner of your screen. That's where you can check out the color dynamics if you forget something um, about that while you are playing. So there's this little triangle on the left, which is on top we have the red. If you follow the arrows order, you will have red in the top, then it goes for green, then blue, then red again. So following the arrow orders, it means that red will trump green, which will trump blue, which in its turn will trump red again. So what does this mean? If you follow the orders, they will do the maximum amount of damage. It's the most effective way to deal damage to specific colors. Alright? So it plays like rock, paper, scissors, the same mechanics. It's really easy to get a hang of it. On the right of this sort of triangle, we have orange and purple, the last two colors. In with these two colors, it plays a little bit different because there's no triangle involved, obviously. So orange will deal the maximum amount of damage to purple, and purple will deal the maximum amount of damage to orange. All right. So they will be the least effective if you, let's say, if you attack orange with orange or purple with purple. That means that if we would have a purple enemy and we would attack it with orange, it would be super effective. But that same purple enemy, if you would attack it with purple, it would be the least effective color to use, alright? Okay, so let's focus on the main board now and see what we have. There's these tiles popping up, you see, and glowing a little bit. That's a hint that the game tells you if, in the case that you get stuck, you don't know what to move, what play you should do, the game hints you to help to give you just a little push, all right? Doesn't mean that you have to follow it. It's just something that you can do, and it's handy because these although there's no timer on this specific battle, there's a timer, and while I'm talking, you'll probably see the heads up telling the remaining of time for the fight, all right? So let's go back again to the enemies. In the lower side of them, we can see there's a bat with along with the number. That means that in that number of turns, the enemy will attack you. So the enemy in the middle, after I make my move, one turn will go and he will attack me straight ahead. So check it out. I'm gonna make a line of these red tiles. Well, I didn't mention, but you probably already figured out by now. That's how the game plays. You just make lines of tiles, and you have, if you have at least three, they are comboed and gonna be thrown at the enemy. Check it out. I'm gonna do what the game hints me. And there we go. Did you notice how it said weak on screen when the tiles just hit the opponent? It's because those same color dynamics I was mentioning previously. So I attacked a blue enemy with red color, and it's the least effective thing I could do, so it chose weak, alright? I'm gonna let me throw some green at the enemy on the right, and you will see it's gonna say strong because it's super effective. Okay, great. So now one more thing regarding gameplay. There's these blue bars underneath either the enemy's health bar and your character's health bar. So these blue bars is the special ability bar, and I'm gonna use orange once again in the left. I'm gonna make a row of 3 orange tiles, and you're gonna see my orange character's special bar. It's gonna load up a little bit. Check it out. And there you go. When this bar fills up, you will be able to perform a special attack, and this is something you will have to play constantly on game to get you an edge over the enemy and to in order to win fights. I'm gonna keep attacking. There are a couple more things I want to talk about regarding gameplay, so I'm gonna keep playing, and while doing so I'm gonna keep commenting whatever I see fit in order for you guys to understand the game even better, alright? So by now, let me tell you, there's this purple sphere on the top left corner of the tile board, and that purple sphere is actually the most powerful tile in the whole game. And why is that? Well, first you can use it as a regular purple tile, alright? But you can also use it just by tapping it, and when you do so, every single purple tile on the board will be thrown upon the enemy, regardless of being in a line or not. Alright, so just bear in mind when you do that, there will be a tremendous amount of special loading up into your character. So my purple character would for sure get the special ability triggered right away, but I'm not doing so because I'm not gonna use the purple sphere that is, because her special ability bar is already so high that I want to take full advantage of the sphere in another time, alright? So I'm gonna attack this enemy on the left. I just tapped him in order that my character aims at him. If you don't do this, it will just randomly attack some enemy on screen, and I didn't want that. I wanted to attack this specific character because he is the one not only with the lower health, but also the one closest to attack me. If you notice, there's a number 2 alongside his baseball bat, and therefore I don't want to allow him to attack me. But I'm not seeing that many options that I could throw at him. I'm gonna use the sphere now. That might load up my character's ability right away. Well, it didn't, but you see how fast that thing just filled up, right? I just used it, the special ability. I just used the bar, and now I tap the sphere. And if there were a couple more purple tiles on the board, it would be already filled and it would be ready to go. That's what I tried to do, but unfortunately, the blue tiles weren't enough. Okay, so I don't have much options now, so I'm gonna throw some weak attacks at blue, which I'm not that much concerned because it still loaded up my character's special bar, and the red character is a supportive one, so when his special bar loads up, every guy on my team will get a little health boost, alright? So now this was a strong attack. It was for the skin of a tooth that I didn't kill him. Too bad. Now he won't survive this attack, but let me just use Oscar's special ability before of that on the guy in the middle. Alright, so I'm gonna throw, what can I throw at? I'm gonna throw some green at this guy because it's super strong and I almost got rid of him. I'm not playing the best I could, but doesn't matter. What matters in this video is just to showcase how the game plays, how it goes. And I'm gonna use Pyro now, so I tap him, and every guy on my team gets a little health boost, right? So another thing that you should bear in mind, every character on your team has a specific role. So most of the guys in my team, they are damage dealers, some stronger than others, but Pyro, that's the guy who just healed my team. He's a supportive character, and also the guy in the middle, he's a supportive character. But I'm not gonna use his ability right now. I'm gonna save it for the next wave of enemies, a fresh wave of enemies where I just can make the most of his special ability, and I will tell you all about it in no time, right? Almost there. One more hit, and there we go, next wave. So I'm gonna open up this wave by using my blue guy special ability, which is dealing a little bit of damage to every single enemy on screen. If you notice, on the feet of my enemies, we can see there's this symbol thingy right now. That means that they are debuffed. The same with two of my characters. They were hit, they have the same symbol, and they're debuffed by some enemy attack. So this debuff lowers the attacks damage of your enemies for the next 5 turns, I believe, something like that. Um, Now I still have Oscar. Let me try to tap that guy and get rid of him. Yeah, Oscar is strong, but he could not still handle that zombie. So I guess I will be one of my characters will be struck by him. That's a good one. He missed, and the reason why he missed it's because now there's another symbol at his feet, which is this eye with a forbidden sign. So when they have this, it means that they have a chance to miss their attack, and it's something which happens when Oscar attacks. Not all the times, but something that it's likely to happen because it's one of his abilities. All right, every single guy in your team has different abilities, and you need to understand and know them in order to play this game more effectively. All right. So by now I already have another green green sphere tile, which is super powerful. And why do these tiles appear? Well, when you do a 5 tile line, regardless of being horizontal or vertical, you just have to do 5 tiles of the same color. When you do that, not only you will be throwing those 5 tiles at the enemy, but the sphere will show up. If you do 3 tiles, it's the basic attack move, so you'll get nothing. But if you do 4, you'll get a C4 explosive tile, which is the second most powerful tile in the game. So I don't see a way that I can do that right now. The board is not placed. The tiles on board are not placed in a way that I can do that. So I'm gonna keep playing, dealing damage until there's the point. Well, now I can use blue tiles to showcase you that. But before, let me try to get rid of that guy before the turn passes, and I couldn't. Damn. Um, let me. What can I do? Well, instead of tapping the red sphere, I'm gonna use it in a row, and you will see the three tile row of green tiles will just trigger the sphere. And the same thing will happen with the C4, because as long as they are in the row, they will be triggered. And the other option is just to tap it. Don't forget that, alright? So this guy is gone. And now I just moved the board in a way that I cannot showcase you the C4 explosive, but we will get there eventually while I keep on playing. I'm gonna use my green character to... I thought it would be enough to get rid of that guy. It wasn't. But I will still use Pyro now to attack. It's weak. And again, I thought he was so weak, I thought it would be enough, but it wasn't. But now for sure he won't survive. Alright, third wave, let's go. The last wave, it will be the boss. So you need to survive every wave until the boss. And I'm not at my best because I already lost purple. But I might be able to pull it off, let's see. I just need to do not lose any more of my characters before I get to the boss battle, which will not be easy, but it's doable. So let's keep going. What can I do? What's the most effective thing? Well, surely not this, but I do need to heal my teammate, so I'm gonna keep dishing out damage with Pyro whenever I can. Although it's not gonna do much damage. Like I said, I'm not aiming really for damage. I was trying to get some health on my team. Let's debuff those enemies. And now I can use the purple tiles in order to show you the C4 explosive that I mentioned before. See, I did a 4 tile combo line and the C4 appeared. So the C4 plays, it's the second most powerful tile in the game. So if I would just tap it now, it would blow up the adjacent tiles on the left, right, up and down side of the C4 explosive tile. Other than that, I can also play it in a row and as a regular purple tile, and I'm gonna do that. And notice that when I do it, he will still be triggered because the row will just throw the tiles, of course, and at the same time the C4 explosive will be triggered, and everything on the up, right, and down side of it, immediately adjacent that is, will be explode and send it back at the enemy, regardless of being in a line or not. Alright? Okay, this is looking promising now. What can I do? Let me just notice how this attack just missed. Positioning is also very important in this game. But the reason why I did that line of tiles despite missing the enemy, it's because I wanted to load up Oscar's special ability, which is probably my stronger character, and his special move does a lot of damage, and I wanted to make that to make the most use of that. My blue character didn't manage to get to the boss fight, which is not that good news for me, but it is what it is. And that's a huge combo. You see, another 4 tiles were made in a row and the C4 explosive showed up. Better than that, only if I did 5 and brought up the sphere. The green sphere would be a really, really powerful thing to have right now because I'm facing blue enemies. And now I'm gonna finish this guy off. There we go. So we managed to get to the boss battle. I'm gonna open it up by attacking it with Oscar, and luckily his ability of making the enemy miss just target him, so I might have a fighting chance here if I have if I'm lucky enough for the enemy to keep on missing when he attacks me. Okay, let me just use the C4 here. Oh, I'm gonna do something else. Check it out. Gonna do something else because C4 isn't the most, well, despite being a C4, it's still red, right? So it's not the most powerful attack I could be throwing at the enemy. And the thing that sucks when your characters are gone, it's like all these combos that I'm doing with purple are not loading up anything, so you can understand how important it is for you to have your characters still playable in your team. So it's doing damage, but it's not something that's has that you can take the most out of it because you're not able to just use those special abilities anymore, right? So that's why I'm focusing on Oscar to just attack. I attacked this guy now because there was no way I could deal with the other boss on the right before he attacked me, so I just attacked the guy on the left because, well, maybe this one I would kill before he would attack me, which wasn't the case, but hey, like I said before, it is the way it is, right? Luckily that guy missed, and that's a big attack. So you see more than 5 purple tiles exploded, which means sphere shows up on the board. Let me throw some more. Well, now I'm gonna finish the guy on the left with Oscar. Can I do it? Can I pull it off? If I do, it's gonna be nothing short of a miracle. Let's see. Nope, unfortunately, I didn't have enough health. Well, it was a really close one. It was a fun one. And I believe I explained everything you need to know about the game, about how it plays. So let me go to shelter and show you. Like, this was against AI, but you can still go on raids. If you tap raids, you will be facing other guys' teams. I'm not gonna do that now because that's not the point of the video. I was just trying to see if the giant corrupt was here, and he isn't because the crew in my guild already defeated him. So I will have to show you guys how the giant zombie plays out in another video, alright? So that's all for today. Even if you don't are not into NFTs or tokens, which is very unlikely, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this channel, right? But even if you don't, if you know some friends who are not into that stuff but they like this type of games, like these Candy Crush type of games, let them know about this game, because like I just showed you, you can play a lot despite being on free mode. You just go into the Google web Play Store and you search for KarmaverseZombie. You install the app and it's boom, on the go. You can play on your mobile devices. This game is designed for mobile. I love the way it looks, like this cartoonish feel to it. I just love it. And I'm gonna leave the link for downloading the game in the description. So if you're gonna use it, you'll be using my referral. It's gonna help me a lot. I'm gonna earn some serum, and you can also do the same. Just use your referral, install the game, use a referral to invite your friends, and with that earn some serum, which you can use to evolve your fighters, to ascend them, and of course you can also sell the token and earn some money with it. Let me just tap it. It's like the 10 serum that I have are at 12 cents of a dollar right now. The value just fluctuates a bit, but I rather just to spend the serum by evolving my characters. All right, so that's all for today. If you have any questions, leave them on the comments below. If you have anything that if you think there's anything that I should have talked about and I didn't talk about, just let me also know in the comments. If you find this video useful, consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel. I'll be bringing many more gems that I am finding out in the DeFi space. All right, so have a great day and keep on exploring. Goodbye.